Have you ever been driving along Python Road in Broadstairs, glanced at your sat-nav and thought, wait a second, RAF Ramsgate? Or maybe you've caught the BBC weather and it claims you're at Ramsgate Airport. But hang on, Ramsgate doesn't even have an airport, right? So what's going on with this phantom airfield, and why was it once so important? Let's find out here on Thanet Spark. Now we all know about Manston Airport, right in the middle of Thanet. It's had plenty of lives, a key RAF base in World War II, an international airport flying people across Europe, and more recently, even a giant lorry park. But here's the twist. Just a few miles to the east, there was another airport, one most people have never even heard of. It played a big role in the Second World War, and even flew tourists off on holidays abroad. This was Ramsgate Airport. The story starts in the First World War, when the site was picked as a potential landing ground. But here's the thing, nothing was ever actually built. No runway, no buildings, just an idea left on paper. Fast forward about 20 years and everything changes. In peacetime Thanet, the 90-acre site is transformed into a real airport, costing £26,000. That's about 1.5 million today. It officially opened on the 1st of March 1935, with 4 daily flights to Les Zoutes in Belgium. The mayor of Ramsgate cut the ribbon and was flown there by Neville Stack, who would later rise all the way to Air Chief Marshal. At first, the airport was pretty basic, but soon it had a control tower, a hangar, and even its own aero club. By 1937, it had expanded again, adding a smart new Art Deco terminal, and Southern Airways began a twice-daily service to Ilford in Essex. For the next few years, Ramsgate bustled with flights to Europe, aviation camps, and even air races. During the Second World War, Ramsgate Airport was pressed into service as a satellite for RAF Manston during the Battle of Britain. But it didn't escape the action. In August 1940, during one of the heavy raids on Manston, Ramsgate was also bombed and left cratered. Once the battle ended, its role quickly faded and the airfield was closed. To prevent further use, obstructions were placed across the site, and before long the land returned to farmland. But in 1952, Ramsgate Airport had a second life. It reopened as Ramsgate Municipal Airport, flying regular services to Le Touquet in France. The old hangars were repaired and extended, and a 1,000-yard grass runway was laid out. Early flights were run using Dragon Rapides, and business was booming. By the very next year, over 22,000 passengers had already passed through. In 1954, you could even grab a ticket from a kiosk at Ramsgate Harbour or Margate Seafront near Dreamland for a scenic 8-minute flight over Thanet. Not bad for a seaside holiday extra. However, even with several companies offering scenic flights over Thanet, interest gradually declined. Passenger numbers fell year by year, and in 1968 the airport closed for good. The site was later redeveloped into the housing and industrial estate we see today. So next time you spot Ramsgate Airport on your sat-nav or see it pop up on a weather report, you'll know the truth. Hidden beneath today's streets and warehouses lies the story of an airport that flew tourists abroad, trained pilots, endured wartime bombing, and then quietly vanished. Forgotten by most, but once a remarkable part of Thanet's history. If you enjoyed this little trip through time, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps keep us going. And if there's another Thanet landmark you'd love us to dig into, drop it in the comments below. We're always up for uncovering more local history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Thanet Spark.